Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Encounters. So glad you can join us from wherever you're viewing this from. Now, this week in Encounters, I just want to encourage your hearts really quickly with a short word of encouragement on precious thoughts. Now, isn't it wonderful to know that someone is always thinking about you? Yeah, man, you just get that text message or that phone call to say, hey, listen, I was thinking about you, man. You've been on my mind, and I just thought to check up on you and to see how you're doing. Man, that does so much for you. Knowing that someone is sincerely interested in your well-being, especially if you happen to be going through some really, tough times. You're really struggling with some stuff in your life at that moment, man. Those words mean so much. Those words of encouragement, of comfort, or even just a listening ear, would mean so much to you. Man, they become precious. Listen, the psalmist David, he was really going through some real hard stuff in his life, some real struggles throughout his life. But in spite of all of this, man, he found comfort in knowing that God was always thinking about him. And not only that, man, he valued God's thoughts, his intentions, his purposes for his own life, and he saw them as precious, man. He says in Psalms chapter 139 verse 17, listen, how precious are your thoughts toward me, O God. How great is the sum of them, man. And how do we treat things that are precious to us? We hold on to them, we cherish them, man. They are always in our eyesight. They always have our attention. Listen, David saw God's thoughts as precious because those thoughts of God are motivated by God's unconditional love for us. And get this, sometimes some people might just call you or get in touch, man, just to find out your business, but not God, man. God is always seeking your best interest because you are his business, man, and he is certainly, of course, interested in your well-being, man. Listen, no bad situation can change that. Look, we just have to believe and appreciate that God's thoughts toward us are more precious than even our thoughts toward our own selves, man. All thoughts of discouragement and depression and fear have no value when compared to God's thoughts of strength, of hope, and of victory. So hold on to God's precious promises, man, his intentions, and see the value in his purpose for what he allows in your life, because what God thinks about you is far more important than what you think about yourself. Hey, I've said all that just to encourage you, especially in these times, to let someone know of your precious thoughts toward them today. Till next time, God bless you.